How Nick wired houses for the left side of the upper level.
Hey, hi fellas, Nick. I'm making this video to show you what I was thinking of doing on my layout, which would be the second level on the left side of the layout. As you can see, I have these buildings in the Christmas theme. One is a malt shop, then you have a holiday souvenir store, a sweet scent candle store, and another store selling Christmas trees. Now, these buildings, they're energized by a double DC battery, and three of them use two of these, and the large one uses three. And the on and off switch is underneath. So if I use the batteries, I'd have to, when I turn them on, I have to pick the building up and turn the unit on. And then, of course, when I want to shut them off, I'd have to shut the switch off by picking the building up. And then, after a while, changing batteries. And I didn't want to get into that. On my left side, the upper and the lower, I have these street lights, and they're DC. And I had a transformer, which was AC, and it's set for 5 volts, but it's going to a rectifier, so it comes out 5 volts DC, and it works fine. What I did was I ran extra wire from power source, and when I put these buildings on, I'll just tie it in because I already ran the wire for the upper left level for these buildings to wire them. But the reason I have them on the bench, I just wanted to show you how it's going to work when I put them on the layout. Now you'll notice that I have a blue wire, and that would be the main wire that's going to go to the transformer, and these are the two wires that are going to tie into this blue wire. The red, of course, is the power, and the black is the neutral. Now, another thing I had to be concerned about is that in each one of those buildings, they have a little resistor. And I can understand why, because it's resisting the flow of this DC current to the bulb, so it wouldn't burn out the bulbs. But now I'm using 5, so I have to use another resistor, and I was testing this out, and the resistor that I'm going to use is right here. And what it is, it's a 10 ohm resistor, half watt, 5%. And that's what I'm using. Before I made the video, I tested it. It works. It didn't blow any of the bulbs out. So right now, I'm going to show you how I wired each one of these. And I'm going to do it with the Christmas tree building. Now, I was going to solder the wire connections. Just had it here. It fell on the floor. But this is the wire I'm using. And it's smaller than 18. I think this is probably a 20. So, in order to solder this, I have to take this part out. And when I did it for one of the other buildings, I was concerned that, I might burn out the switch or the resistor that's in there. So I decided to go another method, and it worked. I had bought these alligator clips, and what I'm going to do is solder one outer clip to the hot and one to the neutral. And I'm going to do that right now. So I'll show you how I did it. All right, here's the alligator clip. Just make it a little snug. And I have the wire. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp it. Like so. Alright, snug. Now I'll get the solder and the soldering gun. Get this wire out of the way. Here's the soldering gun. Takes a few moments to heat up. There we go. Let that cool off for a second. And she took. Now I'll do the neutral. Same method. I want to make it tight, but not tight enough where it's going to damage it. And we'll do the same on this one. So small, these wires. Once you get it, get the other one over. That's snug. Let me get that wire out of the way. And we'll solder this one. There we go. That should do it. Yep. Right, now I have both of them soldered. And now what I'm going to do is turn this over. And I already marked it. I know this is the plus side and this is the minus side. Now what I have to do is I have to open this up, and I'll do that. And I'll do it with my new screwdriver. And it's a magnet. One, two, three, and four. Should come out. Yep. Don't want to lose the screws. Okay, now this is what I was trying to I was explaining to you. See, these wires are very thin wires, and this is where the switch is. And I just didn't want to have any problems with it. So now with the plus side, which is right here, I have to pick this up a little bit so I can get the alligator clip on it without breaking it. And this is the positive. This one's going to be a little difficult compared to the other ones. I hope you can see this and get some light on here. The alligator clip goes in like so. And now I gotta untwist the wire. Take a few moments. Because I have to put it down these holes so then I can close the bottom and it won't pinch the wire. There we go. Alright, we got it. Now what we'll do is we'll thread this wire let me angle that a little bit through one of these holes like so. Okay, now we have the positive side hooked up. Now I'm going to close it. Okay. Make sure I didn't catch any wires. I think that's about it. So what we'll do right now is I'll get the drill and we'll drill these screws back in. I tell you, that's a nice handy screwdriver. And the tips are magnetized. If you're interested in this, I made a video on the screwdriver. Okay, now that's in. Now I have the positive hooked up. Now I'm going to do the negative. And all I do with the negative is I get the alligator clip and we'll put it right where the negative is, which is right in here, and it's a spring. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the alligator on the spring, so it's hooked up and this is hooked up. And then what I'll do is I'll put the cover back on. Which is right here. Let's see how this works out. I think it'll work. Maybe it won't. Oh no, I think I caught it. Yep, I caught it. So now I have the positive and I have the negative. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take these, the positive and negative, and tie it into this main blue line, which it's receiving the power from the transformer. And I'm going to move the camera a little bit so you can see it better. Okay. Here's the multiple transformer, which I purchased from Amazon, and it goes from 3 DC to 24 DC. And it has so many different attachments. Matter of fact, I'm thinking maybe I'll make a video of this to show you it. But right now, this particular attachment has the 2 alligator clips. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get put the house here, and here's the other end of the blue wire, and we're going to connect. In this case, the blue is the hot, and in this one, it's the brown that's the hot. And we'll just twist them together like so. Okay, now we'll get the 2 negatives and we'll twist those together. Like so. Now, of course, on the layout, all these connections to the main wire will be soldered. The only thing I'll use with the alligators is actually hooking the wires to the buildings. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tie it into the transformer. So this is the negative side. So I'll hook it up. I want to make sure you see that. And now I got to get the resistor, which is right here. And the resistor hooks up to the lead from the transformer, and I have to tie this together. And of course this would also be soldered. I gotta make sure that this is in the on position, which it is. Now, if everything works the way it should be, all these buildings should light up. So, let's see. Yeah, there you go. They're all lit up. So now I don't have to worry about changing batteries. I don't have to be concerned about picking up the building when I want to turn it on and turn it off. All I do is turn off the off switch, which is connected to the transformer on my layout. Well, fellas, I hope you enjoyed the video. I always enjoy making these videos and showing you how I do different projects. So everyone, have a great day. Take care now. Bye.
Hope you enjoyed the video. A comment, rate, and subscribe will be appreciated. Don't forget to ring the bell to get all the email notifications from Nick's channel.